Hello, everybody. Today is new moon reading day, and it's a solar eclipse, I think. 14th of December. I probably should have gotten to this earlier, but I am actually doing the reading in the current energy of the actual new moon. So we're going to start. I think I'm going to do the Light Seers deck today. Basically asking what needs to be released, what we're making room for, and get the overall energies from these two. So I'm going to start with the Spirit of the Animals Oracle, which is a huge deck and really, really kind of cumbersome but gorgeous. So, and I have a tendency to be a lot about aesthetics. So we'll see how this works. Just let them fall. Do a couple more. All right. Spirit of the animals. What animal would like to guide my group this week? My new moon group. There we go. Sometimes it knows right exactly what it wants to do. So it says here, you are born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. Okie doke. So it looks like we're going towards the self-esteem in a real way, not in a negative, superficial sort of way. I'm leaving the book out so that I can read from that if we decide we want to do that. And then I do almost always, I don't know what it is about these Crystal Spirit Oracle, it seems to just tie everything in for me frequently. It's every time I've used them, it seems to wrap up the story into a nice tight little package. If I pull the card before, it sort of sets the tone. If I pull one of these cards at the end, it's like putting a bow on it. Whatever might have been a little bit of room for uncertainty, pulling one of these cards, it just wraps it all up into a tight little story. It's interesting. So Spirit, Crystal Spirit, what is the energy of this overall reading for my new moon group today? Please show us. Whoop. Oh, that's a lot of cards, but well, there's probably, and I think this is because it's a general reading for a lot of people, perhaps. This is speaking to more than one of you. Maybe it's calling something out. We'll see. Put this guy over here. They all kind of look like they're in the purplish though. So we've got and the reds. So I'm guessing it's about mental, like the intellect and maybe some passion. I don't know these because I'm not a crystal person. I think they're beautiful. I just have never studied them, and I do give them credence. I absolutely believe in the stuff, but I haven't taken the time to study and become knowledgeable about them. So I rely on the little book. All right. So I'm going to start with the Light Seers Tarot. And yes, I keep everything in the box. It's just what I do. I'm not this organized in most areas of my life. I truly am not. If I were to reverse the camera and you could see behind me, you would see that that's absolutely the case. But I'm not doing that today. It's not about me and my untidy habits. It's about the new moon coming in for all of us. The end of a really, really challenging year on so many levels. so many levels, emotionally, economically, racially, spiritually, every possible level that it could be a challenge on. It was for, I can't say for everybody, but for a whole lot of people. Could easily say it's the vast majority, with the pandemic and and environmental issues we've had and the economy. It's not good. So this is the end of this year. The new moon is bringing in, hopefully we'll be able to release the last of whatever ick we have hung on to this year for 2020, to allow for something better to come in. We really need to just let go of the hate, the anger, the blaming, and whether it's true or not, who cares? That's bad energy to hang on to. So let it go. So we're going to first, what is our current energy? I think I'm going to ask for about 4 cards, but if they jump out in groups, that will be 1 card position, okay? Okay, those kind of came together. Okay. Oh, bummer, that was way too many. Okay, but the one did, okay. If it's meant to be, it'll come out again, and I don't know what it was, so. Please show me card number 2. Okay, things are looking up already. I'm feeling some really good energy. Ooh, I'm just getting chills, and I don't know why. I don't even know if anybody's watching this. That's a lot of cards, but I think, yeah, it's 4, so I can deal with that. It's just if there's way too many, that's... I'm just seeing, wow, this is... This is pretty powerful, because we have a lot of got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana here, which, I mean, that's usually about some significant change. And then the Queen of Wands, we've got 3 wands, which is, I think, the passion, creativity. It's the good go-getter. It's the worker card. It's the card that is about look at her, man. She's just, so whatever this was, she's loving it. There's some major surprise happening in the Tower. Ooh, the big bad Tower isn't necessarily about big bad. It is about significant sudden change. It could be when you win the lottery, it could be a good thing. And then at the bottom of the deck we have the 3 of Cups, which is, look at how that's all about community and friendship. And oh my gosh, okay, so this is already beautiful, and I haven't even deciphered out what it is yet, but it is and it might not just be about this new moon. It might, because normally that's about letting go. In this, there's nothing in here that you need to let go of. As I read the meanings, though, it might suggest what that... see, and this was like already, it's like you're born to shine and inspire. Look at this. This is all about that. Humility, to avoid jealousy. That would, justice. Be true to yourself. Yeah, and something looks like it's ending here, but it doesn't look, you're packed and ready to go. You've got everything you need for this, and it looks like you're embarking on a new journey, not like you're leaving. It's time to go, that you've packed everything you have, and you've got your sturdy oxen here. And your wands, I love that. You've got all your wands packed up in a bag that they don't fit in. So you have a surplus. I love that. And it looks like you've come, you're going downhill, which to me looks like it's an easy road, right? Easy road. Yeah, you're just walking. You don't look tired. The wind is blowing. It's keeping you comfortable. It's great. Okay, so on to these. I'm going to look at the Queen of Wands and the Tower. But the Tower is at the base, so I'm guessing that this is the thing that triggers the rest of it, right? Sorry, it always takes me a minute to... And I like to do these readings out of here just because it... I think it solidifies whatever I might read into it. It also... every deck has its own spin on things. I like to respect what they've intended here. So it's, yeah, see, in chaos, I move towards the brightest light, and she's got the brightest light. So whatever happens here, unexpected change, chaos, the rug pulled from beneath your feet, beliefs challenged, new awareness and perspectives, destruction, being unsure of who you are. And then in comes the Queen of Wands, wielding her wand and having this brilliant illumination out of her hand. Oops, I keep passing the pages I need. There we go. See, she is about creativity and passion, determination, confidence, joy, bold expression, helping others as you build your queendom power. I fill my world with an intense light that connects and incites passions. So great. Looks like a lot of us are going to be finding our reasons for doing things. Oh, I didn't look at that. Look at that. So the vibrancy. Curious about what these are all going to say later. Nine of Cups is... Yeah, I open my grateful heart to the gifts that are coming my way. I see all sorts of really, really rich, beautiful things coming in. So the universe is gifting you your desire. Choose joy, manifested dreams, gratitude, and abundance. And this is about gratitude. So what I'm getting is the thing that you need to let go of. Any negativity, self-doubt, sort of any bad self-talk. I'm going to go into justice. What I'm getting is that you need to just sort of embrace the attitude of gratitude, as they say, to be kind of corny. But it matters, right? If you feel it, attention goes, or the energy flows where attention goes. And so if you are paying attention to being grateful, truly grateful in your heart, feeling grateful, not just saying thank you, thank you, thank you, but do say thank you, thank you, thank you, because the more you say it, the more you're going to end up feeling it. Sort of like if you're in a bad mood, smile. Eventually smiling will change that bad mood and start allowing good stuff to come in. So gratitude's the same sort of thing. So this is about natural law, balance, karma, truth, wisdom. There's also legal matters, fairness, cause and effect, integrity, which is what I'm saying about the be truly grateful, not just pretend grateful. Objectivity, perspective, accountability. My good karma is delightfully loving, and it can be the most motivating of teachers. I remember about going back to the gratitudes thing. There was a friend of mine that was struggling with some stuff. I sent her a book. Pam Grout's book on E. It was E, which is it's all about energy, and um, it was about how if you start looking for stuff, it starts showing up. So there was some exercises in there like, oh, let's look to see uh, how many, let's like weird things, you know. So I would say I want to see a purple car, and I was living in Montana at the time, and I had like an hour commute through miles of nothingness but gorgeous view, gorgeous land but very little population. And the first day I did that, I saw 3 purple cars. Um, so I mean, I put this to the test, and it's like, okay, I want to see an orange-winged butterfly. All right, well, that happens. An orange-winged butterfly would show up, and that wasn't that unusual because it was summer and monarch butterflies are kind of everywhere. But then this other one showed up that wasn't a monarch, and I still don't know what kind it was, but it had orange wings. So it's weird stuff, like silly stuff. I mean, some of it is just silly. But I gave this book that had these little exercises to a friend of mine who is struggling on many levels, and um, she basically, yeah, I read it, it didn't work. So I don't think she read it. I think that if you have decided that your life sucks and you attract nothing but crap, you're going to attract nothing but crap, and your life will suck. And so be it, right? So it goes. Anyway, that was just a lesson, a little brief story, and maybe not so brief, but a little an advice, I guess, about why one should have integrity when being grateful. Like, look at your heart, listen to your heart, and find a reason. Sometimes it's tough. Sometimes it is tough. One year it was so, I'm in the Midwest right now, and it's super, super, super cold one year, and I had an aged cat, and she was in her little bed, which she never used to have, but she didn't like to get on the couch anymore, so I bought her this little bed, and she was laying on the bed, and I saw her watching something, and a little mouse walked across the house, right in front of her, and she was too old to do anything about it. And I thought, okay, it's what I got, mice in the house, it's super cold outside, it was a really bad year. I also had financial difficulties at that time, and I chose to be grateful. And I remember writing in my gratitude book that I'm grateful that enough warmth is in my house that even rodents decided that it's preferable to being outdoors. So, you know, it can be rough. I'm grateful I have sheets on the bed. I'm grateful I have a bed. You know, grateful for any little thing. I got to eat today. I mean, sometimes it's rough for people. But find something to really, truly be grateful for. And then your heart will lighten up, and then you'll see that you have more and more reason to be grateful. Anyway, star. These are the 4 that I'm reading together. The star is about expecting miracles. Expectations are fulfilled, wishes granted, opportunities and healing after traumatic events, knowing that you are on the right path, inspiration and renewed hope. But underneath that is the 6 of Wands, and again, the Wands is about passion and creativity, and it looks like she's in a pretty good place, so she's badass. I am worthy of this success, and I am grateful that I am seen. So yeah, she's like in the limelight. The spotlights are shining on her, and she's loving it. Victory, becoming an influencer. She's inspiring others. There's a lot of optimism in this card. Leadership, accomplishments. So yeah, so I love how these colors blend together and then move up. And this is mimicked or mirrored in here. So this is about authenticity, allowing your star to shine, and that's what this is about. Isn't it weird how things just keep tying back to each other? So then the 10 of Wands is underneath the High Priestess. The 10 of Wands, yeah, it says, I release my burdens into the ethers. Knowing that the universe will help me to tend to the essentials. it says here, taking on too much, an opportunity to free yourself from heavy burdens, obligations, finding yourself close to a successful outcome, the need to prioritize, and a message to keep going. Which I think is great. Like it looks like it's getting easier for her. So the High Priestess, then, we will move back to... Yeah, so I have the answers I seek, and by following the truth, I will find them. So the dreams, powerful visions, psychic insight, serendipity, meditation, introspection, intuition, a spiritual experience. So trust your gut, go inward. Again, do the gratitudes. I'm going to see the Three of Cups, because that to me looks like the suggestion that all is well with the world. Yep, friendships, abundance, cooperation, community. Let me get my fat fingers out of there. Closeness with siblings, joy, communication, celebration. Oh, soul contracts. That hardly ever comes up. And I connect to the sacred siblinghood and to its expansive experience of witnessing through time. Underneath that, I just noticed that that's the Seven of Pentacles. And 7 is... where is he? Pentacles is the manifestation of the physical stuff. And this one says as a pause in the a pause, states of gratitude, reflecting on your journey, waiting to harvest the fruits of your labor, and a sign to keep going. So I think that just kind of reiterates this so that you can get to this. It's like this is the foundation for that, right? Also mentioning the gratitude. And also, if you look at this card, he's totally tending his garden. He's nurturing it. He's taking good care of it. And he's waiting patiently for it to come to fruition. But he's doing what he needs to do, not rushing it. Something, I don't know if this is a revelation. This could be the lockdown that we're having to deal with again, which means something opens up for you. After first going, woe is me, because we all do that, right? It's like I said, not a good time. I'm going to look at the crystals now and see what petalite means. I don't know these, like I've admitted to. I'm quite ignorant about them, but I appreciate their energy. This is about witnessing the observer. It's an ability to detach the impersonal quality of the universe. And it says, sometimes life feels too close for comfort. Decisions are difficult to make when you're taking life so personally. When this crystal arrives, it's here to give you the ability to step back and observe with detachment and neutrality. You can observe without emotion. So this is maybe good. And maybe that's what this is. Maybe this is your... I really get the sense that this is not an event. This is a way of thinking. Something has switched a light bulb on in your head. Your perspective has shifted. And it is a result maybe of the things happening in the world, or the way that the events in the world are directly affecting your day-to-day existence. Maybe your livelihood, how you spend time, seeing friends or not seeing friends. Maybe you've lost people during this time. A lot of people have. But it looks like there's a change. Maybe, and I don't know what that is. Maybe you're like, I had enough of this shit, and I'm going to start living the life I deserve. Which, good. Then you're going to start to be grateful, but not let ego get in the way. What is this called? Demortierite? Organization, orderliness, clutter clearing, list making. Okay, so let's see. Not all plans come to fruition, but in the planning we learn so much. Oh, got that. Have you worked out your plans, making lists, organizing your thoughts? This crystal's message to you is to take the ideas in your mind and commit them to paper in an orderly fashion. I'm just going to skim over these until but that's totally fine. This is, minding your, and it could be writing your gratitudes. It could be writing your gratitudes as if they've already happened, because that's making a plan. I want to build a studio in my backyard. Therefore, I could say something like, I am so grateful for this beautiful new studio I was able to build just steps from my back door so that I can create larger bodies of artwork. Boom. Something like that. Say what it is, say why you're grateful for it, and act as though it's already in place. That would be my one possibility. Now moving into this next stone, which is the lithium quartz. Beautiful rusty, kind of rusty reds and browns. Harmoniousness, peacefulness, joyful interconnectedness, which is about this, right? Totally interconnected. This is all joy, 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 joy. I think these two are connected. You're walking away from something. And maybe we all are. Maybe this is for all of us. This time of year, we're going to just leave 2020 behind and cautiously move forward. Let's see. Yeah, you just need to amplify some of the qualities that can bring you a sense of joy and fulfillment by giving them quiet, calm attention. This one says overstimulation can be distracting, which is what this one was saying too. So it looks like you need to spend a little quiet time with yourself as I search for the card that fell on the floor. And then the Mookaite jasper. Mookaite jasper here. Risk, adventure, new experiences, exploring unknown territory, claiming personal power, which is all about this, right? Personal power. Personal power. And she's making the decision to change. It says, it's here to tell you that life is meant to be lived, so be adventurous now. Do not hold back to protect yourself from getting hurt, for this crystal has appeared to encourage you to take the leap, take the risk, and draw confidence from knowing that you have the conscious universe as your ally. Let go of your worries and your old beliefs, which I think is here. I think that's it, your worries and your old beliefs. How about the dragons that await you if you dare to step out into the unknown? Risk-taking is required now, and you are fully supported in saying no to playing it safe, which is her. She is full of, wow, this is amazing. She's full of the creativity and the energy, creative energy. She's urging you to move forward. And this is what awaits you, right? I love this. This guy is tending the garden, and what you end up is wholeness. Wholeness with community, family, joy. And that means even money too, because if you're completely broke, you can't feel that joyful. So I'm thinking this looks like balance to me. And a tripod, this is a 3. Tripod is about super strong structure, good strong foundation, something strong on which to build on top of. This looks like a new beginning for you, for us, for me too, for all of us during this. I mean, this is the new moon reading for the collective, which is everybody. I'm going to see how this ties back into it. Yeah, you're born to shine and inspire, which, look at this. Can you see more than that? So shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy, which is the karma here. Be grateful for life and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. So again, about authenticity. yeah, being a little bit more adventurous. This is, I think, a change. I see a change in how you do things here. I see the thing that is, again, this was all about what to release. So what to release is the old way of doing things that happen to be holding you back. I don't know you guys personally, but for some it might be maybe better self-care. So maybe improving your diet, or maybe getting off the couch and maybe taking a walk and doing something a little bit more physical, exercising, which cleanses the chakras, makes you a little happier, makes you more optimistic, and motivates you to keep going into the direction that you want to go to. Could be about stop procrastinating. Just get off the couch and do the thing you need to do. That's my big one. I'm a procrastinator. And sometimes it's not about the being perfectionist, but maybe it is. But sometimes it's about just don't feel motivated. So I think the thing to let go of for most of you is whatever it is that's keeping you stuck, stagnant. And it's not a horrible, you're not in a horrible place. It's fine. There's nothing here that suggests you're miserable. It's just that there's so much more out there with your name on it that you can grasp if you make the effort, walk away from that which is not serving you, shift maybe in your thinking, maybe in your daily habits. Because, man, look at what awaits. All these explosions of light, and you've got balance here, and all of it. I mean, look, there's like light, light, light everywhere. Joyful. This is joy. Joy and victory. I'm going to ask, I think, for one blessing. Yeah. Just to cinch it here. Sorry if you see me in the camera. I try to be invisible because this is about the cards, not about me. Spirit, can we ask, please, for a blessing for my new moon group for December 2020 that we are releasing? Can we please get a blessing for my new moon group? Wow, big blessings. A few cards came out. Broken open? Oh, there you go. That's here. Powerful move, body and soul. So here's the body and soul. And the powerful move is, I think, this shift. I can read you what these mean. Broken open. Sorry, it takes me a minute to find the right page. Key concepts as the gift of grief, being shattered as a result of loss, the potential inherent failure. It says there are situations in life where you see the value of loss, grief, and a broken heart, yet it's not the pain or the loss itself that must be the focus of your attention here. No, not even the story of what happened. The details surrounding what has brought you to your knees is as important as what results from the experience. Can you see that this situation has broken you wide open, enabling you to have an even greater capacity for love, compassion, empathy, and understanding? You cannot be the same person as before. The only way to forward is to move through it without resistance or manipulation, without attempting to bargain with unseen forces, because none of your usual fallbacks can put you back together again. So if you do fall to prey to self-absorption or self-pity, it'll just make it harder to get through. Okay, I'm not even going to read any more than that. That says everything we need to know right here. The only way forward is through it. Yeah. And what was you cannot be the same as you were before. So here's whatever that moment is. So as difficult as it is, it might be painful, it might just be a lot of work, I can't tell. I still don't get a whole bit of, I don't get the sense that there's catastrophe here, but I don't know. And then a powerful move, we're going to look to see what that is all about. Key concepts, sorry, are about action, movement with purpose, effort, putting into motion your intention, making choices from an empowered and thoughtful place, positive change. So I'm not even going to read more than that because I think it just talks about the need to be authentic in your choices and then moving forward at a thoughtful pace, which pretty much is everything here to bring you to that body and soul. These cards are new too. I don't really know all of them yet. So the key concepts here are about taking care of yourself. See yourself as a complete package, body not separate from soul, centered in your sense of self, comfortable in your body, your authentic identity, physical health. Okay, this is, again, this is the same thing. This card really did tie it all in together, right? And each one of these touched on an element of that. I think the next couple of weeks, this is about the new moon. If you end up being able to embrace whatever, and sometimes grief can be how you used to do things. I've been dealing with a little bit of that myself lately, and reverting to old bad habits because they're comfortable and familiar and there's a change of seasonings happening, and that's often what I do. But with the new moon, I think that for me, I'm going to be lighting some candles and taking a bath tonight, washing the old ways off, waking up tomorrow to a brand new me with a little bit more energy, a little bit more focus on how to do things that are more beneficial, healthier. Join me in that. Not in the tub. You take your own ritual. But yeah, breaking open. Sometimes it's just the challenge of how to look at something new. I still don't see a huge event, but it does say something here happened. So boy, I really look forward to hearing from anyone who's had, if this has played out for you the way I expect it will. You've got amazing things waiting for you if you can embrace the best parts of yourself, be authentic, be grateful, stay humble, and let go of things that you don't need. And even do the Marie Kondo thing. Maybe if the procrastination, it's like, kiss it goodbye. It's like, thank you for giving me the comfort that I thought I needed from you, even though it's false, but you can thank it and send it on its way. And remember, anything that, especially if it's emotional or spiritual, it's always there if you need it again. Just because you let go of procrastination, I'm just using that as an example, or overeating or whatever it is that your guilty thing is, it's still going to be a choice in the future if you decide to revert back to that. So there you go. So a lot of times what holds us back is fear of change. Because we fear. This is the fear. But look at what the change can bring. Hey, happy trails, everybody. I hope this change is rich and good and fruitful and joyful for you. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.